where, yeah, here it is, Rome. Rome in the 1st century. I don't know if you know this, but in the 1st century Rome's seat of power, where Caesar ruled from, was called Capitoline Hill. Capitoline Hill. And the temple of Juno Moneta was a part of Capitoline Hill. Juno Moneta, which is where we get Juneau, Alaska. Juno Moneta. Not realizing when you see the President of the United States up on the hill, this is all Rome. Okay. Yeah, domes. Domes are very important. The word dome comes from a Latin word domus. Domus gives us domesticated, dominate, Dominican Republic, domineering, domus. Domus meaning the presence of the divine. Domus. The presence of God, the presence of divine. Domus. And you'll find domes everywhere. Churches have domes. Religious buildings incorporate a dome. The Vatican, dome. St. Peter's, Domus. Here we have from a publication showing Jesus giving the keys to Peter, the keys of heaven, the 2 keys. And you will see in the back the Vatican, Domus. So Jesus is giving the keys to Peter. The United States government has the same identical dome as the one in Vatican. Identical. It's because this government is dominated by international maritime admiralty law, the law of international banks. International maritime admiralty law is based on Vatican canon law. Vatican canon law is the law of banks and money. And consequently, that's why the Pope has a Swiss guard. Switzerland is the bankers of the world. Consequently, you need to understand what these symbols mean. Let's see if there's something else on here. No. Yeah, there it is, a mortarboard derived from a cap worn by Roman Catholic clergy. A mortarboard is now a symbol. The red square. Yeah, these are squares. Here's the Pope bowing before a mafia. Yeah, you got to ask yourself, how come the Pope has to bow to get the square on his head? You better check this out and figure out, why does the Pope have to bow to politicians? The square, the red square. Isn't that what where Russia was, the Moscow was ruled from? The red square? The red square. You find that in the Vatican, the red square. The Nazis used the red square. I mean, even Union Bank uses the red square. And incidentally, the Union Bank goes back to Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler founded a bank with the gold he got from Jews. He founded a bank called the Reichsstadt All-German Union Bank. The Reichsstadt All-German Union Bank. Today, the Reichsstadt All-German Union Bank is known in our country as Union Bank. Union Bank was founded by Adolf Hitler. But don't take this personal. It's just business. Understand? Here is a red shield, Rothschild, and what do you see as a symbol of fascism? Fascism was an authoritarian political movement. The last sentence, it says, its name was derived from a fasces, a Roman symbol for authority consisting of a bundle of rods and an axe. Political life. In most cases, fascists have come to power after a nation has suffered an economic collapse, a military defeat, or some other disaster. The Fascist Party wins mass support by promising to revive the economy and restore national pride. Say it again? When? Okay. Political life under fascism. In most cases, fascists have come to power after a nation has suffered an economic collapse, a military defeat, or some other disaster. The Fascist Party wins mass support by promising to revive the economy and restore national pride. Where have we heard this crap before? The people running this country are nothing but the patsies for international fascist Nazism. They are fascist murderers all. And one day, there's going to come a time when the divine justice is going to be having its way on this earth, and people like George Bush and all of the other fascist, Nazi, underworld, mafiosi murderers are going to bite the dust. You can bet on it. God has watched the coming and going of Hitler's for thousands of years, and it hasn't impressed him a bit. And the people that are running this government today, they're on their way out too, very soon. Personal liberty. Personal liberty is severely limited under a fascist government. Here's a fascist. You'll see it underneath. It's everywhere throughout the world, especially in South America. Italy. France. Italy again. Benito Mussolini. You'll see the fascist. Fascism and of Italian domination. Here's Kurt Waldheim, fascist Nazi, ended up being the head of the United Nations. I don't know what that tells you about the UN. And here's the Pope with his fascist Nazi friend. Both of them are grinning because they both know what they're doing, and they know you don't know what they're doing. And that's why they're both smiling. I put the Pope in the same place with Adolf Hitler and the other fascist Nazis. I know. I've done 42 years of research on the Roman system of fascism, Nazism, and I can tell you the papacy is the bottom line if you want to talk about fascism. Why does the Pope wear a Jewish yarmulke? Ever thought about that? Where's the Jewish yarmulke? Why? Here at the Vatican, Cardinal Pacelli, who later became Pope Pius XII, he signs a concordance. Eugenio Pacelli, now Vatican Secretary of State, presides over the signing of a concordat between Germany and the Vatican in 1933. The Vatican signed contracts with the Nazis. There were two of them. They were called concordances. Now, how many people know that? The Pope signs contracts with Adolf Hitler. Here's Benito Mussolini in the Vatican signing contracts with the Vatican. Again, here's another cardinal meeting with all of the fascists on the left. Here are the priests hailing Hitler. Here's Pacelli. Now here's the Cardinal Nuncio, Papal Nuncio in Germany, talking to Adolf Hitler. Again, the fasci. Here it is on American coins, the fasci. Here it is in Rome. Take a good look at the fasci on that symbol. Here it is in America. Here it is on the American dime. It's a traditional symbol of republicanism, of fasci as its symbol. You know, Republicans have always used the fasci because they crawl on their knees before the Pope and the Mafia. You see on both sides of the podium, fascis. That's a fasci. And you'll see it with the president and on both sides of the podium. We can have the lights now.